Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This one is a video along the series, or with the series, or should I say, this is a video of the series Aproko Lamba. So she has this lady, she's a gift that keeps on giving. So right now she has made another stupidity, another Lamba. So the case now is that the Bible contradicts itself, and is the story of Elijah, whether Elijah went to heaven or not. No, not that. Anyway, that's not where she's going. What she's saying is that the Bible is contradicting itself. That Elijah gone to heaven, but later the Bible said nobody went to heaven. Anyway, let us hear her out. You know, this lady,
But wait,
she's a gift that keeps on giving. She doesn't do any research, first of all, because before you make any of these allegations, many of these allegations, you have to at least have an idea of what you're talking about. You need to make some research, because you don't know everything. All right, I just say it like that. You don't know everything. But anyway, let's hear her out.
when I tell people that Bible has a lot of contradictions in it, people
Okay.
tend to argue me a lot.
Okay.
But let's settle this particular case right now. 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 11. Verse 11 reads, "As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them. And Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind." Okay? So, contradiction. It says here, says Elijah went to heaven in a whirlwind. Okay, let's read another book from the Bible. John chapter 3 verse 13 reads, "No one has ever gone into heaven except the one who came from heaven, the Son of Man." When I hear him, 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 11 says, "As they and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind." So these two things now, they are contradicting each other. Elijah went to heaven, but in John 3:13, no one has ever gone to heaven except.
Okay, I've gone to, this is Gemini AI. I think Google's AI is called Gemini. So please, if you hear any sound, please, I'm on the way, I'm on the road. Okay, so I just had to do this real quick. So it says, according to most biblical interpretations, Elijah did not go to heaven when he was taken up in a whirlwind. Instead, the Bible indicates that he was transported to another location on earth, likely still alive, and did not ascend to the heavenly realm, as some might assume based on the wordings of 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 11. Now it says key points to consider. Heaven in the Bible. The Hebrew word often translated as heaven can simply mean sky or upward. So the text does not necessarily imply that Elijah went to the spiritual realm when taken up, because you can't go to the spiritual realm with your skin, with your flesh. You have to die first. Okay. Now John chapter 3 verse 13, where she read that nobody has ascended to heaven. So no one. I mean, is it where she read? I don't remember exactly. It says, this verse says no one has ascended to heaven, which often interpreted as meaning no one. You can't go to heaven with your flesh, the flesh you have. It's impossible. This flesh here, it's impossible. You can't go there with it. Now here is another a very good proof or evidence that Elijah did not go to heaven, or the spiritual realm. In 2 Chronicles chapter 21, a letter is attributed to Elijah, suggesting that he was still alive and on earth after his ascension. So that's 2 Chronicles chapter 21 verse 12. So let me read it. It says, Jehoram received a letter from Elijah the prophet, which said, "This is what the Lord, the God of your father David, says. You have not followed the ways of your father Jehoshaphat, or Asa, king of Judah." So let me see what he's talking about. 12. Okay. "This is what the Lord God of your father David says. You have not followed the ways of your of your father Jehoshaphat, or Asa, king of Judah, but you have followed the ways of the kings of Israel, and you have led Judah and the people of Jerusalem to prostitute themselves, just as the house of Ahab did. You did You have also murdered your own brothers, members of your own family, men who were better than you. So now the Lord is about to strike you people, your sons, your wives, and everything that is yours with a heavy blow. You yourself will be very ill with a lingering disease of the bowels until the disease causes your bowels to burst out. So this is a letter from who? Elijah. So if Elijah were in heaven, I mean, in the spirit realm, I mean, how does Elijah need to write a letter to him from there? All right, if it is pertinent that Elijah has to talk or has to communicate with this king, he can. He's a spirit. He can just appear and disappear. Oh, come on. Is that difficult? He's a spirit. He can appear and disappear. But because Elijah was still on earth, he still has his fleshly parts still intact. He was still alive. So he wrote a letter to that king to warn him about what is going to happen to him. So the thing here is Elijah never went up to the spiritual realm. He was simply transported from one location to another because some people were coming to kill him. I think it's Jezebel, and I believe this happened after he killed 450 prophets of Jezebel. So Jezebel was very, 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 very angry and pissed off that she sent some people to kill Elijah. So God had to save him. I know, take him out of that location to another place. So once this woman comes here and be talking nonsense, the nonsense that fills her mouth, she doesn't even make any research, nothing. She just comes out here and just vomits whatever is in her head, in her deluded mind. Anyway, thank you so much. She's just a gift that keeps on giving. I'll keep on making videos. I am making right now. I'm making what's it called? In my other channel, I'm making videos about PHP. So if you want to learn about PHP, well, for the few videos I have for now are just for people who have already known they have known one or two about computer science. At least they know what's variable, they know what functions, they know what's array, different types of array. In PHP at least, they know what, because in PHP there are different types of array anyway. So somebody who has already known a bit about computer programming. Well, anyway, it can be in any language, not specifically PHP. So I'm spending much of my time there. That's why I don't come on her page to see the nonsense she's talking about. Anyway, but I will try. I will try to to answer her nonsensical assertions. All right, thank you so much. If you like this video, please like it, share it to your friends, and please uh, let's keep on watching and receiving the gifts that keeps on giving. Thank you so much. Goodbye.